this channel is going into hibernation. It is October 10th, and this has been a very excruciating decision to make. And I'm going to tell you why I'm making this decision. Keep watching, and I'm going to explain exactly why the Gilded Raven is going to be going into hibernation for the winter. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet as much as I possibly can. Back in mid-July, there were some changes made to the YouTube partner program. Now, I'm not a part of that because I did not reach the 4,000 watch hour requirement to become part of the YouTube partner program. However, when they make changes like that, there are also changes that are made to the algorithm. This channel got caught up in the change. So for a little history, prior to mid-July, this channel was growing so fast. And it started on January 29th when I posted that first video about Hecate. That is what dialed me in, and your guys' comments on the content that I have created since made me understand that this is what I need to be doing. Talking about Hecate and sharing my experiences with her and being a devotee of hers. Up until mid-July, this channel was growing exceedingly fast. And for this niche, the spiritual niche, it's hard to grow in. From what I've come to understand, this channel, like I said, up until mid-March, was doing exceptionally well, above average for this niche. And even when you niche down even further into the Hecate niche, the fact that I had grown to 1,000 subscribers in about 6.5 months, from my understanding and what I have been told, is practically unheard of. So great, fantastic. I was excited. I have so many plans. Then this algorithm shifted along with the update to the YouTube partner program. You know, I was like, okay, it hit this channel really, like, it basically shut the channel down. All right, there's a shift in the algorithm. I'll just keep posting, and eventually it will ease up. Well, we are now almost the middle of October. It's been 3 months. I'm going to throw out some terms here that you may or may not understand what they are, but for a content creator, these things are extremely important. What has happened is I have gone from mid-July getting 1,000 or more impressions on my videos in 12 hours. An impression is how YouTube is pushing out your video and how many eyes they are pushing it to. Okay, so 1,000 for a channel my size is good. That's a lot of people. And then you've got your click-through rate, how many people click on your thumbnail, and then how long people watch. So those are like the three main things. So it's doing very well. My last 4 videos in the first 24 hours, I have been lucky if they get 100 impressions. I am lucky if they, after 5 days, have gotten 1,000 impressions. After doing research, after talking to people, it's obvious to me that for whatever reason, I don't know, nobody can tell me, YouTube has basically cut off and slammed the door on this channel. There's nothing that I can do to get out of this. I've tried everything, and nothing is going to get me out of this death spiral, if you will. After a lot of tears, a lot of rage, I have decided that the Gilded Raven is going to be hibernating for the winter. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. This channel has been my heart and soul since January. I have loved making this content. I know this is the content that I'm supposed to be making. You guys have been reflecting that back to me with your messages and your comments. I know that my message needs to get out, but apparently now is not the season for that. I am not taking the channel down. All of my content is still going to be available. However, any new videos, they're going to be few and far between because I just can't keep pouring all of my energy into this and just have it go nowhere. The other thing is, in looking at my analytics, so even if you have your notifications turned on and you've hit the notification buttons to be notified when a new video of mine comes out, not everybody is getting that notification. Like, that is how tightly YouTube has strangled the channel. My heart is broken. I'm not going to cry. What is going to happen? What does the future look like? Well, for right now, I'm going to pivot into the other channel that I have been thinking about and working on for the last several months, and that is Rebel Witch Media. Now, I tried to start this channel before, but the stars were not aligned, okay? I'm using astrology to dial in my business and to dial in my channels, okay? That's just what I'm doing. I took the first iteration of Rebel Witch Media down. The new iteration is going to be launched on Samhain, October 31st, Halloween. There are going to probably be 4 or 5 videos already on the channel when it goes live, and that channel is going to be specifically for spiritual YouTube content creators or people who want to start a spiritual or heartfelt led channel. And the reason that Rebel Witch Media has come to be is because in all of my research over the years prior to rebooting the Gilded Raven at the beginning of 2025, yes, there's a shit ton of videos out there that'll tell you how to start a channel. And there's so much advice out there. You know, get 10,000 viewers in 14 minutes. It's all not, well, okay. These are the things that I'm going to talk about on Rebel Witch Media. And also, I have not found anybody who is making those types of videos specifically for people in the spiritual niche, okay, the pagan niche, if you will. Yeah, there are some that are Christians, but nobody is specializing in this specific space, the pagan space, the witchy space, the spiritual non-Christian space. That is why Rebel Witch Media is going to be in existence. So, the Gilded Raven, she's going to hibernate. Everything is still going to be accessible. Will she come back in the spring with Persephone? I don't know. The Gilded Raven will be back come spring. We might try and see. I don't think that that's going to help anything, to be honest with you. So I have to regroup, and I'm going to focus on Rebel Witch Media. I'm going to leave a link below if you guys want to, subscribe. That would actually help me out a lot, especially if you are a content creator in the spiritual niche, or you're thinking about starting a channel in the spiritual niche. Go ahead and check me out. Right now, there's no content on there. There's not going to be any content on that channel until October 31st. If you're interested, check me out. Now, if you're still here, thank you, and I appreciate you so much. I'm not going to completely stop making content. I'm just going to stop basically making videos for YouTube. I do have an email list. I don't spam. Now, when you sign up for the email list, you're going to get your freebie that you are interested in, and you're going to get a second email probably about an hour later. After that, my whole cadence was going to be once a month and a recap. Well, that's not going to happen in that cadence. I do not like getting a lot of quote unquote junk email and all these newsletters, if you will, every week from the same people saying the same stuff. I hate that. So that is not what I'm going to do. When I send emails, they're going to be a recap of stuff that I've posted throughout the month. I'm going to be reigniting my blog. Also, I have a teeny tiny Patreon, and I'm probably going to start posting some videos over there on that. I'm going to be taking my ideas and the messages that Hecate gives me and that need to get out, and I am taking them off the YouTube platform. That way I can own everything and I control growth and distribution, and I don't have to be dependent on YouTube and if they decide to let people see my channel or not. So that's where the shift is going to happen for this winter. So please, I will put the links to all of my freebies that will get you on my email list. I will put them in the description below, the same with the link for my Patreon. I don't expect this video to get a lot of views, so I'm not going to try to be sneaky and trick YouTube. I don't know if any other spiritual content creators are experiencing the same thing to this extent. That's what's happening with the Gilded Raven. The channel's not going down, but it's going to be a rare thing if there's new videos posted. Okay, so if you want to stay in contact, if you do want to know what I've got cooking, then get on the email list and maybe think about joining Patreon. I'm heartbroken. You guys have been the driving force behind my desire. You guys have helped me find my purpose with this type of content, and I am beyond humbled, beyond grateful. I thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart and soul. And on that note, may Hecate's torches forever light your path, and I'll see you on the flip side.